fans, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Huntley to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try to put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Albert Okwuegbunam with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line? And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback, Scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current number 1 and number 2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 7-7, our score after 1. Second and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw, Huntley. This is caught by Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Huntley. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Malik McDowell able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Pass midfield. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
18
to throw on 3rd down. Huntley. Hard throw, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Ready, set.
On 4th down, Huntley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Ready, break. Back in 60. 19 sight. 19.
Back to throw. Huntley. And going deep downfield for Boykin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther
on third down, Huntley. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They'll run with Gibson. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. Looking deep for Adams. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now back to throw. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Going up top. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Back to throw here. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 9th play of the drive coming up. It's certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the... The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Mustang 19.
Once more, here's Eckler. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean,
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
On the 6.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Off play action. Huntley. On target to his man, Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 49 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy